Alright guys, welcome to the next video. In this video we're going to work on project creation. So in XRumer we're going to create the project that we're going to be using to post. So just if you're wondering, right now we're working on this one, which is a highly targeted XRumer blast, which is Q&A, which is going to be linking exactly to the money site. Alright, so let me get out of here. And if you look right here, we're in computer, local disk, XRumer lists. So there's this folder called lists. It doesn't come default with XRumer, but I've attached it in your handy dandy XRumer explosion package. So all you have to do is find the folder that's called lists and just drag that into your XRumer folder. And basically, this is going to help us with the project creation. So the first one is hobbies list. So we're going to open that up, and this is all the hobbies that are going to be used in our project. Now, as you can see, these are a bunch of random ones like astronomy, acting, pretty much everything. Although, since we're posting on Xbox Live codes, we're going to do something related to Xbox Live codes. So I'm going to right click, select all, and then delete these. And I'm just going to think of a couple hobbies list. You can use that list if you want, but I'm going to make mine more targeted. So this is the first part of the Q&A system. So this person, all they're going to be asking on the forum is, hey, does anybody know where to get a free Xbox Live code? So basically, you just think of that person, what would their hobbies list be? So probably be gaming, playing on Xbox, maybe playing on computer, probably hanging out with friends, maybe playing sports, maybe coding. Gaming is kind of geeky. Coding, just playing video games. And that's probably fine for now, because we don't need a whole lot. So I'm just going to go File, Save. And the next one is List of US cities. So you don't have to mess with that one, because we want them to be completely random. And the next one is Occupations. So this is the occupation. If you wanted, you could use this one, but an Xbox Live player is probably not a housekeeper. So we're going to right-click and select all, delete, and come up with some occupations for someone who plays Xbox and wants to get some free Xbox Live codes. So they're probably most likely a student, maybe a college student, maybe a high school student, maybe a middle school student, maybe an elementary school student, maybe programmer. Let's think of some other occupations that would be playing games like this. Maybe unemployed. So that's probably a fine list for now. If you can make it bigger though, but this is probably alright. We go File, Save. Okay, and so we're good with that. So now we can go ahead and hop on over to XRumer. Alright, so to create the new project, you're going to click on this new one. This one with the picture of the page and the fold at the corner. Click on that, and that's going to create your new project. So first we need to give it a name. This has nothing to do with posting. This is just for your own reference. So I'm going to choose maybe Xbox Live Codes. Okay, and we're just going to click autofilling. Even though we're going to change these settings, this is just going to give us a start. Okay, now for nickname, just Nick right here. As you can see, I've taken the list of first names that we used in SE New, so you can see it's just a spin name. It's Jake, all of those. And after the spun name is just what you can see is there's a number sign, random, bracket, A, dot, dot, Z, and bracket. And what that's going to do is going to generate a random letter between A and Z. So as you can see, I've added 2 of those. So the Nick is going to be a name and then 2 random letters after it. So this way it looks like a real person, but it's still going to stay unique. And for password, you can just leave that. And then real name, it's going to automatically copy it over from the Nick, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. And for homepage, normally you'd add your homepage here. However, this is the first part in the Q&A, and this is the person who wants to know where to get free Xbox Live codes. So obviously their homepage isn't going to be the free Xbox Live codes website. ICQ, what we're going to do is we're going to make this random. So how we do that is we get the number sign, and then we're going to type random, the first bracket, 0, dot, dot, 9, and then end bracket. So that's one random number between 1 and 9. However, the ICQ is usually 9 digits. So we're going to copy that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Couldn't see it pasting there. But now we have 9 random numbers. Okay, now for city, remember we created that file in the list folder. So we're going to go File, Links, and we're going to choose the list of US cities. Open. And it's going to appear right there. So we're just going to go right click, cut, and paste it into the city right there. Alright, and since those are a list of US cities, for country, instead of having a big list, we're just going to say maybe US, United States, United States of America, and that's good. Now for area of work, we're going to delete that. And if you remember, we did one of those too in the list folder. So area of work, that's occupations. We're going to cut that and put that in area of work. For the last one, which is hobbies, delete that. File, links. Remember in the list folder we created under XRumer, and I'm going to choose hobbies list. Okay, and we're going to cut this last one and paste that into hobbies. Okay, now by default, when you input city, country, and area of work, it'll list the file, except there's a 5 and an L. And basically what that means is this is designed for links. So instead of pulling one city, it'll pull 5. So we don't want that. So we're just going to change that 5 to a 1. And same with area of work. I'll change that 5 to a 1. And same with hobbies, 5 to a 1. That way it only summons one hobby, occupation, and city instead of 5. Now for signature, if we were promoting a site and not doing a Q&A scenario, normally we'd put in our links, but since this person doesn't own the website we're promoting, we're just going to leave that blank. And for gender, we can just leave that neutral. And for email, this is for email verification. It's pretty important that you create a good email that works and that you've checked it, so that way it can verify the emails. So the one website I recommend is Gaywab, which is GAWAB.com for creating email. So I'm going to go there, create an email real quick. I'm going to pause the video and come back with the email. Alright, I've just created the email. The email address is xboxforever@gaywab.com. If you hit tab, it'll log that for you. And the password is password 100. Make sure the pop server is pop.gaywab.com. Copy that. And now what we're going to do is go into the XRumer folder, and we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and we're going to click on xpop.txt. And in here, we're going to enter our information under host. Make sure you put pop.gaywab.com, port 110, and then username. We'll just re-edit this here, so it's going to be xboxforever@gaywab.com, and password is password 100. And we're going to go file, save. Now it's really important that you do this, otherwise you run into some problems later down the road when your email doesn't work. So I'm going to get out of that, go back to XRumer, and now it's time to actually create the topic. So there's 3 things: the topic, explanation, and the post. So the topic would be something like, hey, where can I get free, or maybe Xbox Live codes, explanation, where can I get them? And the post would just, it only has to be a short post, maybe a couple lines saying, hey guys, do you know where I can get free Xbox Live codes? And then the next time we post, it'll be someone answering saying, yeah, check out this website. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open SENuke X, and I'm going to spin a topic, explanation, and a body. So I'm going to pause it while I write and spin that real quick, and then when I get back, I'll paste it all. Alright, I'm back, and as you see, I've got a nice spun topic, explanation, and post. As you can see, the post is just spun person asking for a free Xbox Live code, and as you can see, I've used the number host name, and that's really good for this sort of stuff. And what it does is it gets replaced with the name of the website that you're posting to. So in this case, if you're posting to testforum.com, it would say, hey, testforum.com, does anybody know how to get a free Xbox Live code, blah blah blah. So now that we've got all these settings in, I'm just going to go ahead and click the test button to see what it looks like so far. So this is what it'll look like. Say, anybody know where I can get some no-cost Xbox Live codes? So I mean, that's pretty good. And the title is Xbox Live 48 code for totally free. And you can see I got a little picture and no links. And so I'm just going to test it a few times to make sure that everything's working. So hey guys, I've been wanting about testforum.com. See, and that got replaced. But when it's posting, obviously it'll get it replaced with the name of the forum. Okay, so now that the test looks good, we have one more really important thing to do, and that's to go to priority categories. First, if you want to add a poll, you can. Sometimes that'll help make it look a little less spammy, but in this case, I don't think I'm going to add a poll. So go to priority categories, and as you can see, basically, this is the categories of the forum that you're going to post in. So the ones that are already in there by default are completely terrible, so I'm just going to go select all and delete. So first of all, starting from most specific to least specific, I'm going to list all the things, all the categories that this post might go under. So first would probably be Xbox Live codes, then maybe just Xbox Live, Xbox, then gaming, then game, then let's see, entertainment, and then actually above that we could put games. Okay, now that you've got all your categories, well, when you're doing this, make sure that you add as many categories as you can, and be sure to start from the most specific to the most general. And the more categories you have, most likely the more amount of forums that you're going to get posted on. So, in this is a super important checkbox right here. It says post in only if these categories exist, otherwise skip. Basically what that means is if the forum doesn't have any of these categories, then it's not going to post in that forum. And in this case, we're definitely going to check this because we don't want to be a spammer and spam to a forum about something completely different that somehow got scraped. This way, we scraped a targeted list that has to do with Xbox Live codes, and we're only going to post if it's in these categories: Xbox Live codes, Xbox Live, gaming, and all those. So when we're done with that, we can hit OK. And now we're pretty much done creating the first project. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. Project saved successfully. Click OK. And that's the end of this video. In the next video, we're going to start posting.